Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Clint Tabornal, and we are the students under the program of Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing at the Philippine Women's University. It is our pleasure to be the host of this webinar. On behalf of our group, we would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you, and we hope you will learn a lot today. Today, we are presenting AI in Modern Era, a catalyst for holistic care or not. Are you all excited for our topic today? Can we see a very virtual thumbs up from the audience? All right. So to formally start our program, let's begin with a doxology to be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Sa simoy at sa langit mong bukaw, may dilagang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdiligdig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidinig. Lupa ng araw ng at ipagsinta mo'y langit sa
to give us the program introduction for this webinar, may we call on Ms. Joy Malilay, RN Man. Afterwards, it will be the opening remarks to be delivered by Ms. Wilma Rivadenera, also RN Man. So let us give them a virtual round of applause, please.
Good day, everyone. As we explore a rapidly evolving healthcare landscape, the integration of artificial intelligence has become an important topic, especially in nursing. Today, we will explore how AI technologies are shaping our practices and whether they enhance or challenge an ability to provide holistic, patient-centered care. In an era where technology is increasingly influencing healthcare practices, understanding the role of AI is crucial. This webinar aims to critically assess how AI can enhance or challenge our ability to provide comprehensive patient-centered care, which is the cornerstone of holistic nursing. This is also to understand the current trends in AI technology and its application in nursing, and will also assess the potential benefits and drawbacks of integrating AI into holistic care practices, and will discuss how we as future nursing leaders can explore the ethical and practical implications of these advancements. AI in healthcare is not just about technology. It's about how we can enhance our practice to provide better, more holistic care for our patients. As we explore this topic today, I encourage each of you to consider the implication of AI in your future nursing careers.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. AI in the new era, a catalyst in holistic care or not? I am delighted to see such an engaged group of nurses and PhD students joining us to explore a topic that is rapidly transforming the landscape of healthcare. Artificial intelligence, or AI, has become a buzzword across industries, and healthcare is no exception. But what does this mean for nursing, a field that has long been rooted in human compassion, empathy, and the art of holistic care? Can AI truly complement the care we provide to our patients, or might it challenge the essence of what we do? Today's discussion will delve into these questions, evaluating the role of AI not just as a tool but as a potential partner or disruptor in the way we deliver care. We will explore whether AI can serve as a catalyst in improving holistic care by enhancing our clinical decision-making, streaming workflows, and personalizing patient care, or whether it poses limitations, particularly in areas where human intuition and empathy are paramount. As leaders, scholars, and practitioners in nursing, you are at the forefront of this evolving dialogue, and your insights are vital as we navigate the intersection between technology and care. Thank you for being here, and I hope you find today's webinar thought-provoking and inspiring. Let's embrace the possibilities, question the challenges, and together shape the future of nursing practice in the age of AI.
Thank you, Ms. Malilay and Ms. Rivadenera. Just a little house rules before we get started. Please turn your microphone off to avoid interruptions. If you have any questions to the host or to the speaker, please type them in the chat box in our Zoom control panel. So we'll bring them up at the Q&A portion of this event. Now, without further ado, we will give the floor to Mr. Clint Taburnal, RN Man, to give us a brief introduction of our resource speaker. Let us give him a virtual round of applause, please.
Thank you, Ma'am Aiko. Our resource speaker has completed his BSN program at Emilio Aguinaldo College on 2006. He got his master's degree at the Philippine Women's University on 2011. He also successfully completed 2 postmaster's degrees, postmaster in family nurse practitioner at College of Mount St. Vincent in New York, and postmaster in adult gerontology acute care nurse practitioner at Purdue University Global in Indiana. Recently, he obtained his degree in Doctor of Nursing Practice in Advanced Practice Leadership at Chamberlain University in Illinois. In terms of his career path, he has vast work experience in clinical and academe, both in the Philippines and in the United States of America. Currently, he is specialized in hematology and oncology nursing. With his extensive knowledge and experience, we are very certain that we will learn a lot from his presentation. Without further ado, let us all welcome Dr. Mark John Eribal. Please let us give him a virtual round of applause.
Thank you so much, Clint. Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, it's morning here. So we can start right now. I'm sorry if I'm like coughing. I just got my flu shot a couple of days ago, and then like the following day, I developed flu. So, my voice is like... All right, to start with, let's talk about so our topic here is very interesting. It's AI, or artificial intelligence in the modern era, a catalyst for holistic care or not? So that's gonna be a big question later on. So our learning outcomes is to describe the current application of artificial intelligence, or AI, in the clinical practice, and how these technologies are integrated into various aspects of patients' nursing care, identify the benefits and limitation of AI in enhancing holistic care, explore ethical considerations surrounding the use of AI in the clinical practice, determine if AI serve as a catalyst in delivering holistic care to clients or patients, identify strategies, practices that nurses may effectively integrate holistic care while utilizing AI in the workplace. So just for my disclosure, so I don't promote anything here. I'm not linked to like AI company or any application, just to let everyone know. All right, so let's start. Where's this AI, the timeline of the AI, where it originate and where it started. So it's actually started in 1950s with the Turing test. It was developed by Alan Turing. The Turing test evaluates a machine which is capable to exhibit intelligent behavior similar to or indistinguishable from that of a human. And then in 1955, AI, or artificial, was born. So John McCarthy, a computer scientist, described the science of engineering of making intelligence machine. So he proposed this summer workshop at Dartmouth College, which many of the world-leading like thinkers related to the computer industry, they went there. And then as part of refining his ideas about AI, he also invented the programming language in 1958. Then in 1961, this is the first industrial robot, the Unimate. It's designed to perform repetitive tasks in manufacturing facilities. So this robot actually is So they use it in New Jersey. You know, this robot, the Unimate robot. So those like hard to, you know, like hazardous like workplace, they use this robot to like prevent like, you know, work injury and some like okay. In 1964, the ELIZA, or the chatbot developed by Joseph Weizenbaum at MIT so this ELIZA, and this is a computer program capable of engaging in conversation with humans. It is considered the first chatbot. So Stanford Research Institute built this some mobile intelligent robot, setting to groundwork for self-driving cars and drones. And then, so in 1961, just additional for this, you know, the Unimate, this is, you know, it's installed in General Motors plant in Trenton, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. And then, next slide. In 1966, the Shaky, or the mobile robot, has the enough AI to navigate through rooms. So this is the, you know, the first mobile robot. And then so Shaky could perform tasks that required planning, route finding, and then rearranging of simple objects. The robot greatly influenced by modern robotic and AI techniques. And then physically, the robot was particularly tall and had an antenna for a radio link and rangefinder, a television camera on board processor, and collision of detection sensor. So it's more advanced now, you know, in 1966. This robot have the intelligence to like navigate stuff, but it's not refined yet. So the robot tall stature and tendency to shake resulted to its name. So that's why it's called Shaky. And then in 1997, the Deep Blue is this. This is the chess playing computer from IBM. So this Chess Blue is, and then in 1998, the Kesmet, or the emotional intelligent robot, introduced by Cynthia Bressel. So just additional with this Kesmet, it's one of the first robot able to demonstrate social and emotional interaction with humans. It had a cartoonish face, spoke with squeaky baby voice, and could always make people smile. So Kismet simulates emotion through various facial expression, vocalization, and movement. Facial expression are created through movements of the ears, eyebrows, eyelids, and lips, jaw, and head. And then in 1999, the Abo, or Robot Pet Dog, launches by Sony. So this Abo is a robotic dog designed to be an intelligent and trainable robot companion. It walks, barks, whines, growls like a dog. So, you know, actually, you know, I'm one of my friend, there's actually like a similar dog right now, you know, like a robotic dog. It called Luna. You know, I actually just check it in Amazon. So it costs $499 US dollar, and it's what do you call that? It integrated with the Chat GPT. So the dog can record stuff, you know, can do tricks. But you know, for me, I mean, you know, you don't want to like you know, like a robotic dogs like recording you, you know, like in the house, you know, whatever you do, you know, it's like invasion of privacy, because you don't know, you might control the dog, but somebody might like control the dog as well. And then I don't just trust this like robotic dog. Then in 2002, the Roomba, or the vacuum cleaner robot. So the Roomba, actually it costs $699 to $900, almost $1,000. So actually, this is very interesting, vacuum cleaner. But it cleaned the whole house. So back, in like couple of years, this like similar vacuum cleaner robot, I have this stuff. I bought this, but the only problem with this is it cannot clean, those like edges of the room, or so it has a short battery life, and I guess inefficient cleaning, and the noise, of course. And then in 2011, we all know this Siri. So Siri is Apple integrated voice interface assistant in iPhone 4. So Siri, this is so it is included in the iOS. If you're using iPhone, you're familiar with the iOS. It's also included in the iPad OS, in the MacBook, and it uses voice queries, gesture-based control, focus tracking, and it uses natural language user interface to answer questions, make recommendation, and perform actions by delegating requests to set of internet services. So Siri, the talking voice activated personal assistant, will come with its new iPhone 4S. So it launches in the 4S. And then in 2011, the Watson, the answering computer from IBM, so this answering computer actually it's designed to join in a popular quiz show, Jeopardy. So this answering computer battled with the champion of the Jeopardy in 2011, Brad Rutter and Ken Jennings, and the computer won $1 million. So the IBM Watson defeats the human contestant on the quiz show Jeopardy. And then this machine is a natural language processing machine, and AI potential to understand and respond to a complex human queries. Next, we have in 2014, Eugene Gutzman, a chatbot, passed the Turing test. So next, so in 2014 as well, we have this Alexa. So Alexa is a voice. I'm sure everyone knows Alexa. It's a voice interface launched by Amazon that helps to shopping tasks. So Alexa, or Amazon Alexa, is a virtual assistant technology largely based on a polished speech synthesizer bought by Amazon in 2013. It was first used in the Amazon Echo Smart speaker. If you have the speaker, back then I have this speaker, you just ask Alexa, what's the weather today? And she's going to respond back. It's very interesting. It is capable of natural language processing for tasks such as voice interaction, music playback, creating to-do lists. So everything you ask to Alexa, she's gonna organize it. What else? Alexa can also control several smart devices. So aside from this feature, Alexa can also control like the lighting in the house, turn off like the television. So a lot of stuff. And then in 2017, the Alpago or Alpago from Google AI that beats the Keji in the board game of Go. So so it's developed by DeepMind, a subsidiary of Google. So it defeats the world champion in the ancient Chinese board game Go, demonstrating the potential of AI in complex decision-making tasks. And so just to add, in 2017, we have this Sophia. It's called Sophia. It's a female social humanoid robot developed in Hong Kong. And what's interesting about Sophia, so this is the first robot to be granted citizenship by a country in Saudi Arabia in 2017, October 2017. And then, of course, right now, 2022, we have this ChatGPT, and so just 5 days before after they launched ChatGPT, so it's the user, they noted like a million users over a 5-day time frame. And then 2023, so we have the OpenAI introduces the ChatGPT multimodal and image prompt. All right, so let's talk about the artificial intelligence or AI life cycle. So this is like the graph here, as you can see on the image. So we have the data creation, model deployment, data acquisition, model evaluation, and model development. So first, in the data creation phase, it involves understanding how the data used to train and evaluate clinical AI algorithm. So when you talk about AI, it's more on the algorithm, even in the healthcare. So they need to like create multiple algorithm to like resolve or bridge a gap or an issue. So this is like the main component of the AI or the artificial intelligence. So often clinician-patient interaction from routine care provide the most granular data and is effective source for answering many clinical questions. So additional source such as commercially marketed tools like Fitbit, 23andMe. So all these clinical research trials may also be used to create a clinical AI algorithms. Next, the data acquisition. The data acquisition phase is the process of obtaining consolidating data for AI model development. At this stage, creator of AI algorithms seeks out data sources that satisfy the demands of their model. So data available for acquisition will likely vary substantially in completeness, depth, relevance due to unaddressed factors at the data creation stage. So in here, in the data collection stage, so they're actually thinking about the legal and regulatory mandates, such as HIPAA. If you're not familiar with HIPAA in US, this is like Health Insurance Privacy Act that protect or safeguard the the information or of anyone, the patient especially. So yeah, next is the model development. So in this process, developing AI models requires a clear definition of the problem or question the AI algorithm is tasked to address, the model end user and the model beneficiary. So the problem that the algorithm seeks to address should not be biased, and there should be a feasible mitigating action the end user can make based on the model output in order to be useful for clinical care. And next is the model evaluation. So in this phase, the clinical AI algorithm is to understand how well it can perform its learned task in a desired environment. So however, models are commonly evaluated only on measure of performance, such as operating characteristic, curve, and AUC or area under the curve. And limited evaluation can mask the potential societal harms that the AI algorithm might cause to certain population once in the subsequent deployment phase. So this is like some of the limitation of the AI. So that's why nursing have need to be involved in involved consistently while this AI, because it cannot be perfect. This AI are made by humans. So there's always gonna be like a mistake or some like error that can occur and can especially can cause harm to our patient. And as part of as a nurse, we need to monitor it, assess if it's beneficial to the patient. So we just need to use our nursing judgment and critical assessment, of course, because AI can tell you something, but as you assess the patient, I mean, it's different. It's saying different things. Like, it's really not, what the AI is saying. So, next slide. So this is the type of AI relevance in healthcare system. So this relevance in healthcare system, this is the techniques works together to develop systems that can undertake complex activities such as problem solving, recognizing pattern in data, understanding and responding to human language, interpreting visual information, decision making, performing physical tasks. So first we have the natural language processing. So natural language processing facilitates the interaction between computers and human language. And then we have machine learning. Machine learning enables systems to improve their performance on a task through exposure to the data. So as you can see, machine learning, it means like this is like collection or a collection of knowledge from the past that's store, and the AI just like maximizing this like stock knowledge that's stored. We have rule-based expert, and then actually the physical robots. The physical robots, couple of years ago in my institution, actually, and until now, we're still using this robot. Before we just use this to like bring medication to to the patient's room, those stuff, and bring food. But right now it's more like like interactive. And then the robotic process automation, of course, yeah, which is I'm talking about. All right, so application of AI into clinical practice. So first, I just want to like discuss, what's the American Nurses Association statement for the AI use or artificial intelligence use. So the American Nurses Association stated in their purpose that it's the nurses to provide with the ethical guidance on the use of artificial intelligence or AI in the healthcare. AI is a broad category that involves using algorithms. This is what I'm saying. It's composed of multiple algorithms to resolve the problem, make a decision, bridge the gap, identify the loophole. But we cannot rely everything to AI. Of course, we need to like check, its efficacy, effectivity, and what else? So AI is a broad category that involves using algorithm to drive the behavior of agents such as software programs, machine, robots, robotic games, and other hardware devices. AI in the healthcare encompasses a wide range of existing, emerging, and future technologies intended to assist nurses in caring for their patient. Data, including big data, is an important aspect of AI because its ethical use influences how AI function and thus how it affects patients. As new AI technologies continue to emerge, nurses must have guidance on ethical, caring, compassionate, and safe use of AI in the healthcare. So, like I told everyone, in the nursing profession, as this AI dominate the healthcare, the constantly evolving healthcare landscape, we need to be involved in, as the AI grows in the healthcare. We need to make sure that our patient is safe while utilizing this artificial intelligence. And of course, we just need to make sure that it's more will it's gonna give more benefits to us than causing harm to the patient. So this position statement provides practical examples of AI in nursing and addresses ethical consideration by using a systematic approach based on core and literature to analyze appropriate of AI application in practices. So this algorithm is composed of like this evidence-based practice. So this AI will like collect all this data that been stored, and it's gonna show or it's gonna provide a path or a solution how to like resolve a problem. But of course, you know, as a nurse or whatever position you have, you know, nursing leader or anything, we just need to make sure that it's safe and of course, you know, efficient and provide, you know, the best or the best care that we can give to our patient. So the next is the statement of American Nurses Association. So nursing values and ethics described in the Code of Ethics for the nurses with interpretative statement, place caring and compassion as central elements in the nurse-patient relationship. So we cannot rely everything in the AI. The nurse-patient relationship should always be there. ANA believes that appropriate use of AI in nursing practice supports and enhances the core values and ethical obligation of the profession. Here, you know, we can integrate AI, but the nursing care or the part nursing care that we like do as a nurse, it should be like, you know, it should be like we still need to practice it. We cannot rely like everything, even AI. We started like, you know, giving like you know, it's actually embedded in like the, you know, the program in my institution, like, you know, an AI to like give health teaching or health education to the patient, but we still need to like follow up those stuff, you know, because some of them are not applicable. Each individual is unique based on their needs. So it's just giving like general information about like nutrition, like exercise, which is sometimes is really not applicable to the patient. So nurses must ensure that advanced technologies do not compromise the nature of human interaction and relationship central to the nursing profession. And it's crucial that nurses anticipate and evaluate the impact of AI in healthcare through a proactive approach that emphasizes agency, caring, and influence over how technology is developed and applied. Nurses must be informed about AI so they can provide appropriate education to the patient and families to dispel myths and alleviate fear, and thereby support the use of AI for optimal health outcomes. Especially, you know, I'm working in New York, which is so diverse. We have a lot of different, you know, people from different country. So cultural nursing is one of the, you know, the issue here. Some of the patient, they're like computer illiterate. They don't even know how to use phone. Some of them, they cannot even, you know, like talk English, you know, language barrier. So we need to like, as a nurse, we need to serve as a navigator or facilitator to educate, you know, and advocate for the patient, you know. So we need to like, we need to guide them on how to like utilize AI to give the optimal outcome that or optimal care that they need. So application of AI into clinical practice. First, screening and preventative care management. So here in screening, you know, AI can actually can improve quality, access, and efficiency in healthcare for appropriate age, like screening tests. So patient or family can actually use this. We have a lot of AI right now, even an apps. We have ChatGPT. They can just download it in like their iPhone or smartphone. So it can give like the appropriate age screening test, like the mammogram, the pap smear, when to get it, like the vaccine, all this stuff. It's they just need to like ask the AI or just type in there. And even in Google, it's even AI operated now. And some organization, yeah, they use like AI, they embedded it in the program, and then it's more like giving more education to the patient, like this screening tests, or preventative care management. So AI powered tool to detect. So there's also I'm reading this article. It's actually in California, one of the like biggest hospital there. So they're using AI powered tool to detect a rare disease. So like when I'm reading this, it's it also composed of algorithm. So there's like millions of algorithm there. I don't even know if it's million. So they can detect like rare disease, like maple syrup urine syndrome. It's actually a rare metabolic syndrome that body cannot break down branch of amino acid, and also visual snow syndrome. I don't even hear these diseases. It's a rare neurological disorder can cause visual disturbance of the entire field. And what interesting is that it also can like detect porphyria. It's a rare disease to build up chemical in RBC. So porphyria, as I'm working as a nurse practitioner in hematology oncology. So aside from cancer patient, I'm also seeing patient with like autoimmune disease and some rare like hematologic disorder. So I have one case of this. This is like 1 in a million cases. So it's very interesting, very interesting. And then we also use what they call this genetic testing, like the next gen sequencing, to identify like cancer mutation, BRCA1, BRCA2 mutation for the breast cancer patient, and some and also for the autoimmune diseases. So this like genetic testing, like AI assisted genetic testing, actually it's so helpful as a nurse practitioner working in like cancer patient, not cancer population, because it can like give you more treatment. If they failed with the first line, it can give like the second line treatment, and you can add some like biologic agent to target a certain like cancer cell. And of course, it increased the survival rate of the patient. Next is risk assessment. It's one of the like the application risk assessment. So it calculate the comorbidities, like the diabetes, their risk of getting the diabetes, CAD, those stuff, the risk stratifications. Then nursing assessment and documentation. So actually it's usually embedded in the organization. It's per organization program. So some of them like it's already like embedded there, and then you just need to like choose the appropriate like documentation or like measure for the patient. And also the planning of care, telemedicine and remote monitoring. So I've been like utilizing this a lot, the telemedicine and remote monitoring. But if I'm gonna like see an AI in telemedicine, I need to see a real like provider. It's either like a doctor, a nurse practitioner, or physician assistant, not an AI to like check me during telemedicine, because it can be like something, I mean, it's just like scary, for me, just doing telemedicine with an AI. And of so differential diagnosis. This is the one that I'm talking about, the AI algorithm. So I have this chat GPT. This is very interesting. So I use this to, like, one of my colleagues there. She's also a nurse practitioner. So I took a picture of, she got some like rashes or some, I don't know, in her, like, in her body. So I take a picture. So I took a picture, and then after that it gave me like a differential, like 20 differential diagnosis of that particular, rashes. So it's good. It cannot give you definitive diagnosis or final diagnosis, but it can, like, give you what's happening. It's just serve as a guide, like what's like related condition are related to that, like, particular rash. And of course, treatment management. So treatment management, for the treatment management, we've been like a lot here in United States right now, like even just a small, I mean, like a simple chest X-ray, it's AI assisted. So even though it's AI assisted, the good thing is that the radiologists still need to sign in the paper and then verify that it's correct. So that's the good thing, because we can, like I'm telling to everyone, we cannot, like, rely just to AI. So the radiologists, the doctors still need to, like, review it, make sure that it's right, and then, sign the paper. And yeah, we have also the PET CT assisted and the CT scan, those stuff, in the PET CT. So recently, it can detect, the PET CT assisted AI. It can now detect six different type of cancer. So I guess it's more efficient, more like, it's expensive, I'm sure. 100% it's expensive. But it's more like efficient, time saving. Probably we can save a lot of lives using AI. But like I'm telling, we cannot rely everything to AI. We still need the provider, the manpower, the one that's, like, doing the critical thinking, just to make sure that it's safe for the patient. And then, yeah, next is administrative efficiency. So administrative efficiency, actually in my workplace right now, we've been using AI to, like, to do scheduling. So I'm working in, like, an outpatient setting. So we have, like, infusion suite. So it's an 80-chair suite. So this AI, like, calculate the acuity of like each patient. So the nurse, the charge nurse just need to, like, set it up, and it's gonna give, like, the following day assignment, like, because each nurse, they need to, like, assign certain, like, nurse to patient ratio, which is really good. But yeah, it's good, but recently, I've heard that, some of them is, I mean, it really depends. Some of them are complaining, like, there's, like, like a problem, like it's not accurate. Some of the patient is, like, really, like, the acuity change, during that time. You cannot tell, because this AI just pull out the information based on, like, what medication or what chemotherapy the patient is getting, the diagnosis. But anything can happen in that moment. The patient can, like, crash, the patient can, like, code, we don't know. And then, of course, clinical trial. This is a major one right now, the drug discovery and development. As the, healthcare landscape change, so we need to, like, speed up everything. We need new medication, especially for cancer patient, not only for, I'm sorry, for everyone. So I'm working in a cancer, population. So yeah, we need, like, new drugs. We need to, like, cure, a lot of cancer and prolong life. And then transcribing medical documents. All right. So identify the benefits of artificial intelligence. So first is provide real-time data. Yeah, so it really provide a real-time data because AI can capture the what's happening in like the real time. So this data will store and then later on can be used as one of the algorithm. And then advanced data management. Yeah, I already discussed this, multiple algorithm, which is very important. And bridging the gaps. Also, of course, AI will like identify the loophole, the problem, and then once it's identified, it will come out with the best algorithm. And actually, as a nurse, we can like either implement it if it's like appropriate to the patient, or we can like modify it based on what's the patient needs. That's supposedly the one that we've been doing as we utilize the AI. Then next is time saving efficiency. Yeah, I guess this is the major one. Then better accessibility. Yeah, it's better accessibility for the like healthcare workers and of course for the patient. But we also need to like consider those like in like underserved population, those like with computer literacy, health literacy, yeah, those people and the minority groups. And optimize patient care and management. Of course, it's gonna give the best algorithm for like the patient care and what the best treatment for the patient. And reduce medication error. Yeah, this is big one too. In United States, a lot of people died because of medication error. So this medication error can like store in a database, and then later on can like use as algorithm, and AI can like utilize this. And then reduce healthcare costs. Yeah, this is major one. Of course, it save like time. It save a lot of like unnecessary testing, like if the patient don't need PET scan or like those expensive imaging, or like treatment like chemotherapy. It's so expensive, so it's gonna give what's the like the best or appropriate treatment to the patient. But of course, just additional of that, even if we use AI to, especially me working in a cancer population, we have, I followed like a certain guidelines. We have like the NCCN or the National Cancer Center, network. It's a guidelines that provide like certain regimen for like a patient care. So I still read those stuff. Yeah, like I told everyone, we cannot rely to AI. It need to be when the first time I used the AI, it don't even give me references. It just give me the answer, but some of the answer is right, probably 70%, but it don't give reference. It can be it can be someone just wrote it. It can be like a homeless guy outside, or somebody else coming from Wikipedia. We don't know. But later on, probably, as AI is dominating the healthcare, it's going to be more like refined. It's more like, evidence-based. And next is the limitation and disadvantage of artificial intelligence. So lack of findings and effectiveness in real world scenario. This is what I'm talking about. So it's lack of evidence-based. As a nurse, we utilize evidence-based practice. We don't just rely on like what is not like appropriate, or what's not, it should be evidence-based. Once it said evidence-based, so it went to like a trial, like probably like randomized clinical trial level 1, study. And next is risk of patient data privacy information. So this is like the major one, risk of patient data privacy and information security. So using AI, we're not sure if our information is secure, like it can be used to anything. So someone can like use your information to like give it into like a drug company, and then they can like experiment the data. Or for example, you have blood works you donated. We here in US, we lab blood works. Like we keep the blood works. Some of them we use that for like clinical trial, and some of them you can actually extract a DNA from a blood work, or blood work, especially if you're collecting a bone marrow sample to a cancer patient. It's just store. Those DNA is so valuable that later on can use to like create a new medication or a new treatment. So we don't know this stuff. So this is the big one, the patient's data privacy. Next is a bias or misdiagnosis and wrong treatment. Yeah, this is another one. So misdiagnosis, this is like I've been discussing, like we cannot rely everything to AI. We still need to, because if we rely to AI, we should just, so there shouldn't be like a doctor or nurse practitioner or physician. It's just like AI based, healthcare. So the thing is that, we can integrate AI for efficiency, but, we still need to use our critical thinking, nursing skills, our basic assessment skills. And of course, it's high cost. And then healthcare providers AI dependency. Yeah. So this is the you don't want to work. You just want your salary. You just like depend everything to AI. And then so one thing also that I guess the disadvantage of the AI, probably in couple of years, there's gonna be like some of the like the healthcare workers, like the like medical assistant or like educator, they can like probably reduce those like worker, and then just change it to AI. But even though they do that later on in the future, they can still, I mean, we still need the healthcare worker to like monitor this. So one of the like the emerging specialty right now is the nurse informaticist. So yeah, they're gonna be like a lot soon. Just to monitor this artificial intelligence as this is integrated to like a healthcare system. Next is the emerging regulatory issues, dilemmas, and concern. Yeah, of course, there's a lot of stuff with these regulatory issues. So in US, so per state, there's like a lot of rules. Board of Nursing is different from state to state, and especially if you're working in like in oncology, and they're gonna transition to palliative care and then hospice. So there's a lot of like rules or like law. And cybersecurity risks. This is big issue to the cybersecurity risk. Hacker can actually like hack like the information from the organization and use it, especially if it's like a VIP patient, like the president of America, those stuff. And they can use this to like for everything, just to like to get money and cause harm to the patient. Next. So ethical consideration of using AI in the clinical practice, health healthcare justice, so fairness, equity, and consideration. So this is like the so we as a nurse, we need to check this. Healthcare justice means like we need to fair, like to everyone, like like the minority group. They need to have we need to like advocate for them, those underserved population. How can they use AI? How we cannot just tell that, oh, probably the one living in like the city, and have access to like a phone or like technology, there's the one only like utilizing it. But we need to like bridge the gap on how to utilize this to to underserved population as well. And yeah, equity consideration and then consistent, ongoing, and rigorous nursing research of AI integration in healthcare. So nurses or in nursing profession, we need to like involve in this rigorous research on how will we like utilize AI in healthcare, that that is more beneficial to the patient, to the workflow. Yep. And then potential of ethical harms might arise, of course. Yeah. And then healthcare current laws are not enough to protect patient health information and data. So like I told you, some state here, different law, Board of Nursing, the medical board, it varies state to state. So they need to probably, as AI integrates in the healthcare system in the globe or here in the US, so they probably they need to streamline, what's the law for how to protect the the information of the patient. And then collected healthcare data can be hacked for malicious purposes. Yeah, this is true. And then some social networks gather and store individuals' information without consent. This is, this has been happening. Like, your information can be used by someone else without your consent. And then, yeah, genetic testing in bioinformatics companies sell customer data to pharmaceutical companies. Like if you're like a cancer patient, they can sell your bone marrow sample to another companies and extract data there. So this is like the the ethical consideration. How, as a nurse, how can we like protect our patient from this ethical issue or dilemma? Well, right now there's a lot of like ethical issue dilemma, but later on probably we're gonna it's gonna be more refined. We'll come out with some or we can bridge the gap, with the loophole of using AI. And like iPhone, we started in iPhone 1. iPhone 1, you can just like do basic stuff. Right now, I got my, I recently got my iPhone 16. It's more fancy. Like, you can do a lot of stuff, but actually I'm just using my text messages or just call. But it's like, they're saying that it's Apple Intelligence. In the next iOS, you just take a picture of like an object and it's gonna give you some information. All right. So artificial intelligence to deliver holistic care. Yeah, facilitate whole person care and as unique individual. So as we integrate AI, of course, patient to nurse or provider relationship should still exist. Okay, AI is just a tool. It's not like a separate identity that we can just like rely everything there. So we use this to like optimize patient care, give the best possible outcome. I work in cancer population. Of course, I want my patient to to increase the survival rate, to get like create new medication or chemotherapy, biotherapy, those medication. And next is integrating AI for nutrition and wellness. So I have this app in my, my phone, it's about the like nutrition and like the diet. So what good thing here, you take a picture of the food and then it's calculate the, the kilocalories. So you're gonna be aware of how much food is, how many kilocalories of it. If you're like certain to your like your weight, or you're doing weight loss, those stuff. And then of course wellness. And then promote physical health. Yeah, it's promote physical health. It can like give health education, health teaching, to like how to avoid diabetes, diabetes prevention, hypertension. And next, integration of AI to psychological health. Yeah, this is a major thing too, like the psychological health, especially during pandemic. So one of the, like when I discussed the timeline, there's actually one of like the robot there, or like interface that can like mimic the emotional aspect of a person. I guess this is beneficial if because especially during pandemic, depression is hard to like diagnose. You cannot tell if someone is depressed by just looking at them. Yeah, sometimes they're smiling, but the next thing you know, they're already like jump in the bridge, jump in the building. Yeah, we cannot tell. So I guess psychological health, even though they don't have like means of like talking to someone, or probably they're like introvert, they don't want to talk with anyone else, I guess this is like a media, or like a way of like how they can like express themselves to like alleviate the the burst of emotion. Yeah, this is big thing, like the psychological health. Like psychological health is same as physical health. So if you're not you're psychological ill, so it's the same thing like when you're sick. And social and environmental health, of course, environmental health, means checking of the surroundings, especially for the elder, fragile elder. And for the pediatric population, it's give like safety precaution, those stuff. All right, next is so I just want to add about the wait a minute. So I just want to add about in the regulatory consideration. Yeah, ANA so stated that it's essential for the nurses to be part of the interdisciplinary effort to advocate for an AI governance framework and develop regulatory guidelines that hold AI. So right now, in the like I told you, the emerging one of the emerging specialty of the nurses in United States is the nurse informaticist. So I guess nurse need to be involved really with this. Even you're not in nurse informaticist, you need to be, if you're a nursing leader or a nurse, everyone across the board need to get involved with the AI. We need to report like if we utilize AI, we need to report the harm it causes, even if it's small, so they can correct the harm, or like the error, so it can be refined later on. So develop regulatory guidelines that hold AI advanced technology developers morally accountable for producing ethical AI helps to achieve the nurse duty to minimize or avoid harm. So it's talking about more on the safety of the patient. And any ethical analysis of an AI by healthcare governing bodies must consider how potential ethical harms arise at different levels of analysis and different stages of algorithm life cycle. So that's why we need to report if it even it's small like incident of harm. We need to get involved. We need to document it. Those documentation is so important. Doing nurse's note. This is important. AI can extract this like simple mistake and like put it in like create an algorithm with it. And then nurse researcher or nurse informaticist or nurse ethicists can be valuable contributor to these governing bodies, but it doesn't matter. I guess everyone in healthcare, across healthcare, need to get involved with the AI. So what the nurse should do, nurses should be part of the drafting and implementation of policy, legislation, and accountability system of ethical design and practical use of AI. Nurse must continue to contribute research to develop best practice. Yeah, so we need a lot of study. We need researches about AI, utilizing AI. What aside from like, healthcare is a big system. Okay, it doesn't mean healthcare system is just hospital. It can be like a community. It can be like, in the Philippines, it can be like a, barangay health center, or like a small, private practice here, in US. So we need to like find out if it's like applicable to like, if it's applicable to hospital, if it can use to like a small like organization, even in like don't even forget the like the vulnerable population, like the prisoner, those stuff. Okay, they're vulnerable population. So how can we utilize the health of prisoner using AI? And aside from the prisoner, of course, pregnant patient and those with like mentally challenged patient, those are vulnerable population. Nurse leader implementing AI in healthcare organization must put a fourth measure that ensure responsibility and accountability for the safe. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, using AI, it's more about safety. Safety in terms of not harming the patient, safety in terms of protecting the patient's information, not using it to like, use it to, misuse it to, another, and can cause like, more damages to the patient's morale. And yeah, so next, strategies on integrating AI to promote holistic care. So provide transparency throughout the process. Yeah, so transparency means like we need to like we need to report everything. We need to report all the flaws of the while we're using AI, small, medium, or whatever it costs, that causing harm to the patient, because this data later on can use to like improve the AI. And responsible for scientific rigor in ensuring reliability and ensure the validity of AI processes in ongoing evaluation. This is one of the major role of the nurses. Ensure the validity means that you cannot like see a patient and then tell the patient use this AI is going to give you education. You need to like check what's the AI is saying to the patient. It can tell something else which is not applicable to the patient. So this is like the validity and the process. So you need to report it, and this is ongoing evaluation. It cannot be perfect. There's always some improvement every single minute or single day. recognizes disparities in AI programs and outputs. Yeah, as we as AI dominates the healthcare system, we're gonna identify this as a nurse. We need to identify the disparities, and do a lot of research, like evidence-based research, and integrate this as we integrate AI. Next is mitigating bias that can occur at individual level. Yeah, like I've been discussing, each individual is unique. Once you cannot fit to everyone else, so every one of us has unique needs, and AI is just giving a general information, like for example, like food or like physical health, but which is not sometimes it's not applicable to the patient. Knowledge and competency of the specific device. So nursing is continuous learning as they change the AI and in the healthcare system. So we need to keep updated. We need to even just watch YouTube or podcasts. There's always something or in the internet. There's always like new about AI or artificial intelligence. Prevent health disparities, involvement in policy, legislation, and accountability. Yeah, as a nurse, nurse leader, informaticist, we need to this is constantly changing. The policy, legislation. Yeah, we need to get involved with this, and ensure responsibility. And of course, we always do this. All right, so just additional with the topic. As a summary, integration of AI in practice must not alter the goals of patient care. So compassion, trust, and caring are foundational principle in the nurse-patient relationship. This is what been taught during our bachelor. When first year as a nurse, as a nursing student, a nurse-patient relationship. We build rapport, we build trust to the patient, we interact with the patient. Yeah, to build, to it create an healing environment. That's what that's what my my knowledge here. The continually evolving advanced digital technologies such as AI must be adapted or integrated into nursing practice within these nursing and ethical care elements, so that the nursing practice remains relevant in the changing landscape or the changing healthcare landscape. Nurses within their respective domains need to be aware of how AI impact their nursing processes and their patient outcomes. So we really need a lot of research studies about using AI, how it's going to benefit to the patient care, how we can improve patient care. Within the public health research and informatic nursing, an awareness of how population data or big data can easily overshadow minority health needs. This is what I'm pointing out. We need to also consider the vulnerable population, minority group, while we integrate the AI in the healthcare system. We need to be the navigator, facilitator, educator, to bridge the gaps while we integrate or using this AI. Not only the one who's living in the city or in the urban area, but of course, the minority population and the vulnerable population. Each nurse must consider how AI is integrated into their practice and be cognizant of ways it can help and hurt both individual and population health outcomes. So that's why we need to monitor it continuously. We need to do a lot of research. We cannot rely everything to AI. We can integrate AI into the practice, but we still need we still need to like we still need to like monitor it, continuously monitor it. Use AI as a guide to like empower the patient, optimize care, and bridge the gap in healthcare system. All right, so this is my references, and I hope you learn today. Next slide. Okay, so this is my team in my organization. This is actually, during pandemic, yeah, we're all using masks, and yeah, I just like graduated with my nurse practitioner program here. They gave me cake, and yeah, next.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, this is my favorite quotes, okay? Remember this, nurses. Love made this is by Khalil, okay? Love made visible. I look beyond the disease and see persons, not patients in the people I serve.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Eribal, for that very informative discussion and for keeping us up to date in terms of AI applied in our nursing practice in the USA. And we are very certain that we have learned a lot from you today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Eribal. Despite of the symptoms after the flu shot, you are still able to deliver your presentation professionally. So
Thanks.
at this time, we will proceed and take some time for questions now. So just a gentle reminder, please be sure to type your questions into the chat box in your control panel. Okay, so I think we have already like 3 questions. So may I read the first question? In your opinion, what part specifically will AI be effective or beneficial in patient-centered care?
Well, for me, I guess the education one, and yeah, because it provides the general education about like health education. It provides general sample, what the patient needs, to like prevent diseases, to like screening purposes, those stuff. It guides the patient. Yeah, I guess that's the only one that that's safest for me for now.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Eribal.
I think there is also one question from Zoom. Okay, so this is the question. What future developments in AI do you foresee impacting holistic care approaches?
Well, holistic care is a big term for nursing, okay? So integration of we still practice, as a nurse, we still practice holistic care as we integrate AI. That's what my thinking here. Yeah, we cannot rely everything to AI to provide holistic care. We need to do it as a nurse and integrate AI. As we integrate AI.
Okay, doctor, thank you. So I think okay, so I think this will be the last question for now. So question from watcher from YouTube. So in what ways do you believe AI can improve communication with patients, especially those with language barriers or hearing impairment?
Well, yeah. In actually, a lot of organizations in US, yeah, they have like the what they call this. It's like a monitor. You can bring it to like a patient, and then it's like an interpreter phone. With the AI. So it actually, you know, give, you know, all the languages, and even like the, you know, like sign language to like effectively communicate to the patient. You know, as a provider, I'm seeing a lot of patients. You know, one big thing is I need to make sure that my patient understand me, you know, in all my, you know, in all the on whatever what they're getting, you know, they're getting their treatment. You know, I just make sure to explain what's you know, the side effect of the medication, what's gonna be expected. You need to, like, you know, tell this to the patient. So one big word is communication. Yeah, we have, you know, we've been utilizing that. We have in like a computer, you know, like you just need to like bring it to the patient's room, or we even use like a telephone. You know, you just dial like a Pacific interpreter. You know, they can interpret whatever, you know, whatever language, and if it's a sign language, it's by a computer.
Yeah,
And
I
also
agree on that.
we use like a real person. You know, they go to the patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we have covered all of our questions. Dr. Aribal, is there anything else you wanted to cover before we get to the end of our webinar?
Nothing, but you know, just remember, nurses, as we integrate AI in you know, like in a constantly evolving healthcare landscape, we need to be, you know, this is the question: is it a catalyst for holistic care or not? So my answer here is yeah, it's a catalyst for it. Depends on how you use the AI. You know, it's a catalyst for holistic care if you're giving like the best, you know, like the best outcome while integrating AI to the patient. But if you're gonna be like AI dependent, so that's gonna be, you know, a different thing. It's gonna cause more harm. Yeah, more, you know, unsafe. It will create an unsafe environment to the patient as part of their healing. That's the answer for this.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for that, Dr. Eribal. So again, let's give a virtual hand to Dr. Mark Jan Eribal for our interest topic today. So let's now proceed to giving the certificate to our resource speaker. Please allow me to read the citation in the certificate. The Philippine Women's University School of Nursing hereby awards this Certificate of Appreciation to Mark John Eribal, DNP, APRN, in grateful recognition of his significant contribution as resource speaker during the webinar entitled AI in the Modern Era, a Catalyst for Holistic Care or Not, given this 19th day of October 2024 through this webinar. Signed, webinar chair, yours truly, and Dean School of Nursing, Dr. Minerva B. De Ala.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome, Doc.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Aribal. So to give us the closing remarks of this program, so let us call on Miss Shua Lee, RN, MSN.
Distinguished guests, esteemed speaker Dr. Mark, and dear participants, as we come to the close of today's webinar, we would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to all of you for your participation and engagement. We have explored insightful perspectives and practical approaches that we hope will inform and inspire your work moving forward. Firstly, we would especially like to express our sincere gratitude to speaker Dr. Mark for sharing his expertise and providing such valuable contributions to today's discussion. Your knowledge has truly enriched our understanding of the modern AI in the holistic care. As Dr. Mark said, the integration of AI in healthcare presents immense potential for improving clinical outcomes and enhancing holistic patient care. With AI, technologies offer numerous benefits such as real-time data management, and optimized treatment plans, they also pose challenges, including ethical concerns and potential data security risks. As healthcare continues to evolve, it is crucial for nurses and healthcare professionals to balance the use of AI with a commitment to patient-centered care, ensuring that technology complements rather than replaces the human touch in healthcare delivery. And to our organizing team, your hard work and dedication behind the scenes has made today's possible, and we are grateful for your efforts. Before we conclude, we encourage all participants to take the lessons learned today and apply them to your respective fields. We hope that session has sparked new ideas and fostered valuable connections that you can build upon. Additionally, should you have any questions or need further clarification on any of the topics discussed today, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Once again, thank you for joining us. Wishing you all continued success in your endeavors. Stay safe and take care.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Our beloved audience, here is the QR code for our evaluation form. So your certificate will be on your completed evaluation forms. So please answer them with all honesty.
Thanks.
All right, so may we request everyone to turn on their camera for our photo op.
Okay, everyone, please turn on your cameras. And 1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. And another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, last stage. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, done po. Thank you.
Okay. Before we formally end this webinar, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of our beloved Dean De Ala, her faculty and students, our Professor Dr. Mark Santos, other deans, nurse administrators, professional nurses, and student nurses of other institutions around the globe. Thank you so much for joining us today. Also, we would like to thank everyone who made this webinar possible. I, Clint Taburnal.
And I am Aiko Diana Casalan.
See you next time. God bless us all. And please let us stay for a while
For the PWU hymn.